Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I just came here real quick to come out and let this idea out while it's still fresh on my mind. I just got off the phone with a potential buyer who called. What I thought was supposed to be a 5-minute conversation turned out to be a 35-minute conversation where they're looking to invest in real estate and they have 3 places that they were interested in: Charlotte, Florida, and Texas. And the conversation was something simple as to, hey, we are looking to invest in, we're looking in Texas, we're looking in Florida, and Charlotte is on our plan as well too. Can you tell us a little bit about Charlotte and why we should invest in Charlotte? My name is Daniel Kumu. I'm a local realtor with Nash Group at Keller Williams Realty. In today's video, I want to talk to you about 5 reasons why Charlotte is the place to invest in real estate. Not only invest in real estate, let's talk about purchase real estate, okay? Even if you buy a home today, you sell it 2 years down the road, still an investment. So let's just talk about purchase real estate and, in his case, invest in real estate. This is all unfiltered, unscripted, and I just wanted to talk about real estate and give you 5 reasons why you ought to invest in real estate here in Charlotte or purchase real estate here in Charlotte. Reason number uno, the economic growth potential here in Charlotte. Okay, I don't know if you know this or not. Charlotte is the 2nd largest banking hub in the United States. New York is number 1, Charlotte is 2nd. The Bank of America headquarters is here in Charlotte. Truist Bank, Truist Financial Bank, has a headquarters here in Charlotte. Truist used to be BB&T and SunTrust. They merged a couple of years ago to create Truist Bank. They have a headquarters here in Charlotte. Wells Fargo has a large major presence here in Charlotte. They have a big office uptown Charlotte and a 2nd campus right off Mala Creek and W.T. Harris, a very large campus. So Wells Fargo has a very large presence here in Charlotte. In addition to that, I have been in Charlotte now a little over a decade. In the last 2 to 3 years, Chase Bank has been letting themselves be known here in Charlotte. Everywhere you turn around Charlotte, Chase is opening up branches here in Charlotte. So Chase slowly but surely are implementing themselves here in Charlotte as well too. So what did that tell you? It goes to tell you that Charlotte is full of well-educated professionals. Those educated professionals, they can live in an apartment for so long. If you were to take a family migrating to Charlotte working for Bank of America or one of those financial institutions, they have a family of kid or 2, they can live in an apartment for so long, and if they're here temporary, most likely they will look for a rental, primarily single family home or townhome. So in return, you as an investor buying home here in Charlotte, your home will always stay rented. So what did I tell you as an investor? And that's what I told that client when I was potential buyer, what I was telling him. You will not have to worry about your property being vacant in Charlotte for long, because there's a lot of very well-educated professionals here in Charlotte, and your property will always be rented. Depending on where you invest in, you will not have to worry about your property being vacant. That's good return on your investment. So that's the first reason why Charlotte is a place to consider if you're looking to invest or purchase real estate. Second reason why Charlotte is the place to invest in or buy real estate: the population growth here in Charlotte. There have been a lot of migration here in Charlotte. In fact, based on Charlotte Business Alliance, there are an average of 100 people moving to Charlotte daily. If you do the math, that is 36,500 people moving to Charlotte on a yearly basis. So that's a lot of people moving to Charlotte. Everywhere you turn around Charlotte, there are apartments, there are construction going. Charlotte is growing. We have a high demand for housing. So with the population growth, just as I mentioned, people will need home. People will need a place to stay temporarily until they find their home. So as an investor, that is something to take in consideration if you're looking to invest in a place, because the fact that Charlotte is getting at least 100 people a day goes to tell you that the city is still growing. There's a lot of potential here in Charlotte. So you're out to get in when you can before it's too late. Because after a while, take a New York or some of those large cities for example, perhaps you may not even be able to afford to buy real estate in some of those cities because they have been overpopulated and very expensive. So if you're looking to invest in, do it now, because Charlotte is still growing. The population is still growing, so you wanted to get in when you can before it's too late. All right, reason number 3. This is one of the most important reasons why you ought to invest in Charlotte. The presence of many universities here in Charlotte. Having many universities, we have Johnson C. Smith, Wake Forest, UNCC, University of North Carolina, Charlotte. What did that? It gave us 2 benefits. One, Charlotte is raising young, educated professionals. So most of these college students, some of them will go back to their home and some will stay here in Charlotte and turn out to be working for some of the financial institutions or many other companies here in Charlotte. So one part of having university in the city helps the city grow by raising young educated professionals. The second part of it is, as an investor, the assets part. So let me tell you a story. Our last home we sold, we lived there for about 7 years. When we bought that home, it was in a community that is about 10 minutes away from UNCC, University of Charlotte. Beautiful home in a nice community with, I would say, roughly 1,000 so homes. Before we left that property or home, that community has over 20% of that community where owners were investors. And what they were doing, they would buy those homes, 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom home, and rent it to college students. They were renting it by the room. In fact, next door neighbor to us were investors that purchased the home and were renting it to college students. They were renting it to 5 different students. Those were students living in those homes. I don't know if you have kids in college, but staying in college is not cheap. Many clients purchased a home here that were from out of state just because the kid in UNCC, speaking of one of them, I'm sure she probably watched this video, she purchased a condo. When we purchased that condo was $120,000 second year and for her son here in college. Now that condo is almost $300,000. Two advantage of that purchase. One, she didn't have to pay the university for her kid to stay on campus, and two, her kid was staying at the condo where you can get a roommate. So the kid will not have to pay the full mortgage. They can stay in one room, have 2 roommates for the other 2 bedrooms, rent it out. So your mortgage is paid by the other roommate. You are getting a good return on your investment by renting it to other kids, and in addition to that, you are getting the appreciation. So that client still has that property up to date. Her kid has graduated, moved on to different things, yet that property is still there today as an investment for her, where that property had appreciated tremendously that she just wanted to keep it and keep renting it to college students. So the presence of university is very crucial for you to know as an investor, because it has so many benefits to you. And if you are looking to invest in real estate, perhaps consider a town that has university, and Charlotte is that town. We do have a lot of university around, and these college kids can only stay on campus for so long, and they wanted to have off-campus housing because staying on campus is not cheap. I was once on campus and I'm still paying my student loan. It is not cheap. So that is something to consider if you are looking to invest. Even if you are looking to purchase a home, perhaps you may want to purchase a home near a university, the University of Charlotte, north side of Charlotte, and a year or 2 years rent it out to college students, or rent it out, even the faculty's members, rent it out, go purchase another home and use that property as an investment property. So reason number 3 for me is very important. It is one of the main reason why I believe Charlotte is a great place to invest or purchase a home. Coming on reason number 4, the affordability here in Charlotte and potential of appreciation. Okay, Charlotte by all means is not cheap. As I mentioned to you, the median home sales price here in Charlotte is at $395. When we first bought our first home here in Charlotte back in 2009, 2008, it was $150,000. You get you a beautiful home, 2,500 square foot home, 2-car garage, 5-bedroom, all the best. Now Charlotte is not cheap at all. Yes, Charlotte is very affordable compared to similar cities, San Francisco, New York. I mean, Charlotte is the second largest banking hub. Compared to New York, Charlotte is much cheaper compared to some of those major cities. So part of Charlotte is still affordable. I did a video, if you go back to some of my video, where I point out some areas that are still affordable. You can buy well below the Charlotte medium home sales price. So what did that tell you? With some of the reasons I gave you at the beginning, such as the economic growth potential, presence of universities, and Charlotte is still growing. So by you investing now, you set yourself up for just to sow that benefit, because the appreciation here in Charlotte has been tremendously one of the best. Okay, if you go back in the last 5-10 years or so, Charlotte hasn't yet, the real estate market here in Charlotte hasn't yet depreciated by any means. So if you're one looking to invest in Charlotte and you go back and do some research on Charlotte, the real estate market here in Charlotte is appreciating, and every year it keeps appreciating. So buy now, a year from now or 2 years from now, you thank yourself for making that move. So Charlotte is still affordable. Like I say, if you reach out to me, I'll give you some area that are still well below the medium home sales price. You just have to do your homework, but Charlotte is still very well affordable, and there's a lot of potential for appreciation on your real estate. So that's one reason why I believe that you will have to put Charlotte as part of a city to invest in if you are looking to invest in real estate. As I mentioned to you, just going back to our conversation, so I may be all over the place. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I let everything that was in my head, I let it all out on this video. So don't judge the way everything's coming, just listen to what I'm saying. Okay, let's talk about reason number 5. As I mentioned to you, I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, give me your feedback on what you think. But without keep you waiting, let's go over the 5th reason why Charlotte is the best place to invest in. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I'll give one other reason why. Some may take this as a reason, some may not, but I'll give you another reason why Charlotte is the place. Okay, 5th reason why Charlotte is the best place to invest in or purchase a home: the strategic position of Charlotte. Charlotte is so well positioned. We are very well centered, if you were to ask me. Within 5 hours drive, you are in Washington, D.C. 5 hours drive to the border of Florida. Charlotte is an hour flight to New York, an hour and a half flight to Chicago, or some of the surrounding major cities. In fact, Charlotte Douglas International Airport is the 5th busiest airport in the United States, not just in North Carolina, in the United States. We have many states, many airport, and Charlotte Douglas International Airport is the 5th busiest airport. So what did that tell you? It tells you how busy Charlotte is and all the traffic that is coming through Charlotte. So Charlotte, where it is positioned, give you an advantage if you are one residing here or looking to invest in. You can be in and out of the East Coast without a problem. So the best city to invest in on the East Coast is Charlotte because of our position. We are within reach to all major cities. Now 30-minute, 45-minute flight to Atlanta. So it is very within reach to many similar cities that you would consider. And because of that reason, I believe Charlotte truly is a place to consider if you're one looking to invest in real estate or purchase real estate. So let me just recap real quick what I mentioned to this client or what I just went over. 1, the economic potential of Charlotte. 2, the population growth of Charlotte. 3, the presence of many universities here in Charlotte. 4 is the affordability and the appreciation potential. 5th is the strategic position of Charlotte. Now that I've gone over those 5 reasons, let me give you one other reason why I believe Charlotte is the place to invest or purchase a home. And I'm very proud of this reason. It's home to many national sport leagues. So you have the NFL Panthers here in Charlotte. You have the NBA, the Hornets here in Charlotte. You have a minor major league here in Charlotte. You do have, well, in the last couple years, I'm an African, so I love this part of it. The new soccer league. And in fact, we're doing very well. The soccer league, the Charlotte Soccer League, is doing very well. We beat Miami the other day. So the presence of having those sport league is a key to the city, is an asset to this city. It helps attract professionals, it helps attract others, it helps with the migration, it helps with everything Charlotte has to sell to other cities or to the world. So having those key is an asset to Charlotte as a whole. Okay, in addition to that, the NASCAR has a headquarters here too, where you have a NASCAR, you have a race track in Charlotte. NASCAR is a big thing. Many race car drivers have home here in Charlotte. The crew members, they have homes here in Charlotte. It goes to tell you that the Charlotte market is just very, very solid. And it goes to tell you that Charlotte is home to many, many professionals. So that's another reason why I believe that Charlotte is the place to invest in. I hope you found this video helpful. As I mentioned to you, I just came here and just let it all out. Not prepared. It's not, I didn't write anything down. I just figured, hey, let me go get a coffee and just have a conversation and tell you the reason why you are to invest in Charlotte. So if you are still on the sideline waiting, perhaps you may want to just jump in, okay? Because the Charlotte is not going to slow down a way for you. No, Charlotte is still going. It is appreciating. It is driving. Charlotte is going very, very fast. So if you wait, you miss the bus. So whatever you do, jump in and let's get on. Okay, if you have any further question or you feel this video helpful, please reach out to me. We'd love to talk to you furthermore and see how I can help with your investment question. Until then, see you next week.